And we are live here on launch day with Mr. Run and Jump. I am excited for today, John.
It's launch day.
This is you,
Mr. Run and Jump. It's out. What are you doing? Go play it.
Yeah, what are you doing watching us? Hey, Imperloff. What's up, Mark? Welcome. First time in chat. Yeah, what are you doing here watching us bozos, complain about, ice cream and other stuff? Go play Mr. Run and Jump. It's amazing, if we do say so ourselves. And the energy will get up, John. I'm like Yoda. You see Yoda get into a fight, Yoda kind of putzes around, and then he busts out the lightsaber and goes crazy. This is me in my pre-Count Dooku battle mode, where I'm just, quietly meditating, getting ready to crack my knuckles on what is the best side-scrolling precision platformer of 2023 and maybe all time. Time will tell. So how are you feeling on launch day? How are you feeling on launch day, John? You feel okay? You feel nervous? You sweating? You changed your shirt 3 times? What's going on over there?
No, because reviews dropped yesterday.
So you're good. Hey, I made a good game. Game Informer drops an 8. That's got to make all the stomach butterflies go away. How did that feel?
That was wonderful to see.
Not bad, huh?
It is. I mean, obviously, I'm playing the game. Obviously, I legitimately think it's pretty good. I don't feel like I'm fooling myself. I don't feel like, my biases are kicking in. But I play the game. I'm like, legitimately, I enjoy this quite a bit.
Good.
And are there objective things maybe you could, ping it on here and there? Sure, there's lots of things, right? But
yeah,
and every game has stuff like that. But yeah, just to see it come in from a place like Game Informer. I remember, I remember getting, I got a Game Informer subscription. When did God of War 2 come out? That original God of War 2? 2008
or earlier, because I was still in Springfield at the time. So it'd have been 2008. We started Graphite in St. Louis 2009, so it'd have been 2008 or earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a subscription to Game Informer magazine.
Nice.
Around that time, because I think the first issue I had was their God of War issue, so it would have been a little earlier than that.
Yeah.
And then I had it for years and years, and I loved flipping through it. So to see Run and Jump be part of to get the attention from
Game Informer and from Brian, no less. So Brian, John, I want you to flash back to Hive Jump being on stage with that Nindies event. Brian was the first press journalist from Game Informer, no less, that played the Hive Jump demo on Wii U at that Nindies event, and he was the one who named Graphite Lab one of the top indies to watch that year. So it's great to have the support from Game Informer and from Brian Shea, who's been writing about games forever and a huge Nintendo fan as well. Which I grew up on Nintendo, so man, coming out of the gate with that one was great, and followed by the first 10 out of 10 that I think I've ever been a part of from Game Grin was kind of a double take. Throwing out a real low score, a real high score. I don't know if you guys really consider this, but that can draw some attention to a game journalist. Whoa, why are you giving this score, and why aren't you doing that there? So to get a 10 out of 10 really is pretty flattering. So that's can't beat those scores. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Wonderful things are being said.
Good.
Yeah. The Game Grin 10 out of 10 was really, really fun to see.
Not bad.
Whoa.
It sets up our PC average on Metacritic quite nicely for today. So hey, not bad. Perfect 10 out of 10. Take that, Ocarina of Time. Tears of the Kingdom. Getting second place. So anyway, well, this is our launch stream. Mr. Run and Jump came out today on platforms everywhere. So it's on PlayStation, it's on Xbox, Switch, the Atari VCS, on Steam. That's where I'm playing it today. And we've blasted about this everywhere. So there may be some new viewers, some new guests in the stream. So I want to start with a few introductions. My name's Matt Raithel. I was the executive producer on Mr. Run and Jump. I own and operate Graphite Lab in sunny St. Louis, Missouri. And with me is John Mikula. John, introduce yourself.
Yeah, John Mikula. I was game director on Mr. Run and Jump, and I am the creator of the original Mr. Run and Jump. So for the uninitiated, I guess, Run and Jump started as a Atari 2600 like homebrew project that I was doing kind of as a side project while I was working for Matt at Graphite Lab. And yeah, that was it was a project. It was a passion thing. I didn't really think anyone would, anyone but me would ever care about it. But we showed it to Atari themselves, Atari proper, and sure enough, they enjoyed it enough to not only release that version. That version is gonna be coming out as part of their Atari XP program as a physical cart, game box, manual, and all. But it's also what propelled us to make I was going to say what you see before you, the modern version of Mr. Run and Jump, but currently what you see is a facsimile of the classic version. So
I cared about it, John, all those years ago. I remember playing it. I played it all the time. I still haven't beat the 2600 version when you were working on it. But yeah, Mr. Run and Jump that released today kind of starts paying homage to that original. So as I kind of start up the game here, you can kind of see some, what do we call this? The kind of a reflection of the original. So if you ever check out the 2600 version, you might see something that looks a little bit like this. But our modern tale starts as this transition, which I think is really pretty awesome, for sure. So I'm going to be playing through the game for those on the stream. Starting from the beginning, we've streamed and played the opening area, which is the violet area in this classic experience a few times. But I'm excited now that the game is out. I get to venture beyond the violet world and into what's next. So I'll be excited to see that.
That's kind of the plan for this stream. And I think, streams going forward, we're going to venture into other parts of the game. We've kind of had to keep a lot of the content under wraps. Just to help build up that surprise factor, but
most definitely.
What was I going to say? Oh, but if at any point, this is permission from me, if you, we were joking about it earlier, but if you like what you see, turn the stream off, and go wishlist the game or go play the game, go buy it, whatever you got to do.
Expect our viewer count to be a roller coaster of new viewers, and then everybody leaves and goes and buys the game.
Yeah, look, hey, the stream is great. We love doing the stream, but like if our stream numbers are bad, but our run and jump numbers are good, then that is perfectly fine by us.
Makes John happy. All right, so here's the introduction of our villain. Do we call it a villain? Is this a villain here? The almighty Void?
Yeah, I suppose so. From the perspective, I guess, of Mr. Run and Jump, the Void, kind of a force of nature, birthed as a result of kind of this world transition that has occurred here, that has transformed, the classic, Mr. Run and Jump into the modern incarnation that you see before you. And we'll get some hints and clues from Mr. Watch and Learn, our tutorial character, this floating eyeball, Mr. Watch and Learn. He'll he'll drop a few hints about the nature of the void, how it's expanding, it's getting bigger, it's consuming everything kind of all around you.
I love Mr. Watch and Learn. He's easy to draw. That's what I like about characters. Whenever I'm talking about good character design, I want characters that are easy to draw. I want fans to be able to scribble, Mr. Run and Jump and Mr. Watch and Learn on their notebooks. And check.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of great. Everything is kind of
okay. That's all right. We'll just keep this stream going, Kat, and we'll see if we can get another one pushing out there. If it needs like an authentication of some sort, let me know. But otherwise, we'll just have fun with this stream, enjoying it with our Twitch followers here, and we will yeah, we can update shortly. If you do find a solution, let me know. Otherwise, John and I will just continue, and we'll have a good time. Cool. Mr. Watch and Learn would be a little bit tougher cosplay, perhaps, than I don't know. I don't know if anybody has the a big glowing blue eyeball on their in their closets. So, but
Yeah,
all right. So now we have our
can't-
first of our enemies. For those that haven't seen the stream before, the mighty, everything's mighty in this game. The Skulkin, which bopping back and forth.
Mhm.
I would be
Yeah,
happy to see.
probably the most basic enemy outside of, I guess, just the usual cluster of spikes, but
Sure.
the only enemy that the simplest enemy that moves. And yeah, they kind of bop back and forth between 2 points. So very, simple and straightforward on their own, but when combined with other enemies and other Skullkin in different orientations and things like that, makes some deviously tricky obstacles to overcome.
Most definitely. And I think back to like all the names of like classic Nintendo bad guys, like everybody knows the Goomba and the Chain Chomp and the Blooper and stuff, because Nintendo's really support all those brands, but like they used to give names to like really odd things too, like the Spikes, and like they're not called Spikes, they're called like Mr. Pointykins or something. And it just always like made me laugh, like, oh, this thing's not a, it's a Buzzy Beetle, or it's, whatever else, like
Argent Chuck.
Charging Chuck, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a particular flavor of like, oh man, I don't even know, but like just whatever like translator corniness, that just you don't really
Sure.
see anymore. But
Yeah.
I could just imagine, here's a guy, has never, translated a video game before, or like, video games are so new, or just such a niche kind of different thing, and he gets this thing from Japan, and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Let's make it
he's got a
Mr. Spikykins.
Yeah, right. I don't know. He's running at you. He's charging Chuck. Anyway,
Makes sense.
next, like, just like banging him out, and then it's like, Illumination's making this, $1 billion movie, and they have to reference Charging Chuck.
That's how it happens. You better hope you really like the name of our friendly canine there, Leap, because one day,
oh man,
Leap full action or a full animated 3D movie.
Who do you think would play Mr. Run and Jump in the
And
Illumination
like
mega
who would
blockbuster?
voice Mr. Run and Jump?
Yeah. If they're gonna give Mr. Run and Jump a voice,
The first name that comes to mind is not my answer. I was gonna say Patton Oswalt, but like that's Seth Rogen.
What's wrong with that?
or-
Perfect,
Patton
actually. I think
Oswalt might be great. I mean, he voices Remy in Ratatouille, and I thought he did great. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a great poll.
He
I don't know what I would say.
Patton Oswalt. Actually, we've made a game with Patton Oswalt in it. Believe it or not. Are
Really?
you ready for me to reference Balls of Fury yet again, John?
Oh right, yeah, I
He
forgot
was in that
there.
movie, and we did Wii and DS games for that movie, and so Christopher Walken, George Lopez, etc. Patton Oswalt among them. I don't think there was any voice to it, but his likeness, yeah, in that game.
Someone had to
So,
model Patton Oswalt.
I'm fairly certain.
Making armor.
It was a long time ago. And I was not the one modeling, but yeah. All right, so now I'm in 1-2 of Violet, and I've been introduced to another move. So I've got the high jump here. And so the high jump really helps me, get to some of these places, obviously, that I'm meant to high jump to. But what I love about it is you can like roll and high jump too at the same time, if I could do it right. Maybe I'll pop that out a little bit later.
You need to like let go of the roll and then high jump.
Yeah, I'm not great at it.
Momentum on it.
It does open up, though, having that high jump opens up a lot of different combos, really, that helps you get into some real, like, good speed running later on. So right now I'm just taking kind of a soft stroll through Violet, but I'm excited a little bit later. I'm sure as I start dying more and more, my impatience will show up, and my eagerness to kind of make progress will appear, and then you'll see all kinds of dive leaps and other craziness, like this one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean those those who've seen the stream before, know we've talked all about the move set of Mr. Run and Jump. You have your normal run and jump, but you also have a crouch button, which crouch combined with your other moves like combine in all these interesting ways where you get you crouch and move, that makes you roll. If you jump while you're rolling, you'll do this long jump.
Really?
If you
Or you'll die.
if you jump while you're just crouched, standing still, you'll get that high jump. So those are kind of your big kind of initiating actions for if you need to span a really long distance or if you need to go a really high distance. We've been kind of describing like the move set almost like a jumping combo system.
Sure.
Where you have a lot of options to chain together these various moves and jumps into like these big jump combo strings. So like you could start with a long jump, followed up with a double jump, which then we have if you hit the crouch button in midair, that's your dive technique. So you can string, long jump, double jump, dive into a wall, and then you can, as you're sliding down the wall, you can jump. That's your wall jump. You can combo dives off of wall jumps. So lots of ways to kind of keep yourself in the air for a long period of time.
Yeah. Well, and this is like kind of one of those branching paths. I could tackle this frog. I could go top left, risk getting my face mashed by frog guts, or high jump, double jump, wall jump, then dash back, and you can get to these other places that you couldn't previously get to. And I think even though our levels are straightforward, right? It's not like an adventure mystery where you don't know where to go. How you get there really can be flexible based on how you want to run through this, and that's what makes it as kind of a not aspiring speedrunner, but I love speedrunning games. That's what excites me about this one, is that I could do another run through 1-1, and you'd see me take slightly different paths or use different combos of moves to get to different places more quickly, and it's really satisfying to kind of discover those things.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of nuance in exactly how you get through a level. And as we've been streaming, we've been trying to out speedrun ourselves on some of these early levels, and yeah, it's kind of nuts how we have our kind of time trial kind of reward metric of the time orbs that come in silver, gold, and platinum for the best times. And so our platinum times are pretty hard. Like the platinum speedrun is like pretty tough, and
Sure.
and you on level 1-1, and we've soared past it.
Right.
So there's a lot of room to grow, I think, in the speedrunning space for this game.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'll do, before I get totally into blue, I'll do like one speed run of 1-1 just for the stream and see if I can get like a sub 1 minute time. But as you're watching here and as I'm going through it, I'm keeping it pretty chill. But to get some of the platinum times, I think really demands a mastery of those various mechanics. So I hope that people who see this game look at it and are like, okay, this is pretty simple to learn. It's very accessible, but man, to master it and really get into these spaces where it feels like you're really flying through the levels, will take some practice. So it's not, it's not going to just hand you a win for sure.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of practice for sure. That and that's something that's been reflected in the reviews we've seen so far is people have noted it can be a challenging game for sure, much like something like Celeste.
Sure.
The precision platformer, not always for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. I think and our approach to level design has been, we have like kind of 3 runs that we care about through every level. You have like your mainline path, which is just getting from the start to the end, and that we consider kind of like the, I don't say easy mode, but kind of the introductory mode. Like just getting from start to end shouldn't be too crazy.
Sure.
Or it'll probably be a little crazy for some people, but
yeah.
But that's like your baseline experience, and then the shards and the challenge orbs you see around you are kind of the leveled up experience. That's kind of your hard mode. Like, so if you're if you are having trouble playing through the game, I would suggest just try to get from start to end. Don't bother with the shards right now. Don't bother with the challenge rooms, things like that. And you can kind of go from there. And as you keep going, through the game, through that mainline playthrough, you'll get practice and experience and be able to take that back, through another run, collecting everything.
For sure. Before this screen clears, John, talk a little bit about the player assistance, and then I'll go do a lap through 1-1 and see how fast I can get it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. Fitting, since you're talking about how challenging the game can be, we did implement these features where if you die several times in an area, we have kind of these two kind of helping hand pickups that will spawn as optional collectibles for you to, or they're pickups, I guess. They're not like collectible, I guess, but these optional pickups where we have checkpoint flags, which will, normally when you die, you respawn at the beginning of the current room you're in. Checkpoint flags will be, nice, like in the middle of the room, like, because there are some that are quite big, so you'll get kind of this nice, like, checkpoint, like right in the middle. You don't have to keep going through like the early portions.
Yeah.
And then if you keep dying after that, we have invincibility stars that will spawn. And those, you pick those up and you get, I think it's like 20 seconds or something of just straight invincibility. So that way, if like, here's a room, I just can't get through it, I just want to get past this, one of these will spawn, you can pick it up, and you just blow through it. But yeah, it's a, and then, like Matt just buttoned through there, but it's a, you can change the frequency at which these things appear. So we keep it pretty coarse. There's a frequent option, an infrequent option, and then you could turn it off completely. But,
yeah.
The infrequent is the default experience, and then if it's still, if you're having a lot of trouble and you just want these things to spawn a little bit quicker, turn it to frequent, and you can, I forget what it is. It's maybe after like 3 deaths.
Sure.
The invincibility stars will start popping up. But
Nice.
But what I appreciate about the system is like it does encourage you to, it's not quite so. It encourages you to keep going. Like we wanted to kind of encourage that practice and that.
For sure.
So I think a lot of the fun out of a game like this is that that moment of triumph, right? Like you fail, and then you get it.
For sure.
Yeah, E-Dog's talking about the get good mode.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. Yeah.
And look, I'm definitely not trying to put down like accessibility options. I mean, this is an accessibility option, like getting these, but it's kind of a accessibility like baked into the gameplay for sure.
Yeah, feels great. Real quick in chat before I jump in, Jay King, welcome, first time in chat. Someone's got to get the first official speed run now. What are you doing in the stream? Leave the stream, go get the game, and do a speed run.
You can be that person.
Creativity says, I can't wait till we get a speedrun.com page. That'll make my day. I've posted on speedrun.com before. It'll be awesome. Jay King says, great option. Yeah, the accessibility features, the difficulty features, we felt like were a great way to offer a core path like the developer version. And then, hey, if you're up against a tough challenge and you just kind of want this one, out of your way for a moment, it gives you that control. E-Dog Lost says, happy launch day. Thank you, E-Dog Lost. We are happy. It is launch day, so that works. and you're about to see get good mode right here with my first try sub 1 minute blast through 1-1. Now I've played this a whole bunch of times, and to activate the time attack mode, you simply collect this stopwatch that's floating. So you have to beat each level once, and then time attack shows up. There we go. Zipping and zooming and zipping and flying and zipping and zooming, and now you can see what it's like to really feel like you're floating through. There's that long jump. Oh, I got a good one that time, Johnny.
This is looking good.
This is looking good. Don't jinx it. Ooh,
yeah, the time trials.
No.
Oh no.
See, now when you die, the clock is nice enough to stop on you, so you compose yourself, you bring it back, and you think sub 1. Here we go. Up. Oh, now I'm slow. Look how slow. I'm terrified. I'm scared. Here we go. Back to fast. Zip. Oh, all my rhythm's off. All right, now we got this. Oh, not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Terrible. Horrible.
Oh man.
Horrible.
A little sloppy, but that's okay.
Horrible. Oh, it shook me, John.
But the time trials were something that the 10 out of 10
that would be Game Grin. Yeah.
Game Grin review pointed out as their favorite part.
Yeah.
They said, like, once you get kind of to this level where you're like soaring through these levels, I think that's when the game really sings.
Right. I mean, you want to see just how fast you can do these, and oh, look at that.
Ooh, so close.
90. So terrible. So terrible. I don't even want to see the gold orb. It's embarrassing. Let's keep it going. J King says oof. I say oof too. I say oof all the time when I'm playing this game. Glass Cleaner says, oh, yeah, I know, man. I'll give it another try. Maybe if we got more time later on. And then J King says, I believe in you. You can get frame perfects. I'm glad you believe in me. That makes one of us. Let's see how the void shows up. So now we're in these void levels. As I struggle here, John, why don't you go ahead and describe the void levels and how they came to be?
Yeah, so every world ends with a confrontation with the void that we saw come into existence at the beginning of the game. And so, yeah, the void is in these levels. He, or it kind of chases after Mr. Run and Jump as you move through the levels. So it, it's similar to a normal level, but there's kind of no reprieve. You kind of have to keep moving at all times. And then if the void catches up to you, it's game over and you have to restart the room. But yeah, so kind of a just more intense kind of pseudo boss battle version of a normal level in Mr. Run and Jump.
Well, it feels intense. It feels intense for sure. And I'm noticing now the music's really kind of hyping me up a bit. I want to shout out our friends at Fat Bard, Pat and Zach and Andy, that Andy guy who crafted these super saucy swinging sounds for Mr. Run and Jump. Oh, come on, Raithel. I can't talk and play at the same time, John. You have to thank Fat Bard for me.
Definitely. I replied to a tweet from Fat Bard earlier today where I said, the original soundtrack in this is one of the almost one of the best features, right? Like, it's like really, really fantastic. But yeah, they did a killer job. We took it in kind of a drum and bass kind of not quite like jungle, but maybe beatcore. These.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not a big music guy, right? So these words are slightly foreign to me. But yeah, like a real kind of jazzy kind of direction that really gets the blood flowing, and yeah. I really, really appreciate how the music sounds and how it makes you feel while you're playing it. But we did something kind of interesting where each world has one track, but we broke the track up into different layers where the first level of each world kind of gets the most basic version of the music track, and then level 2 gets more complex, like interesting version, and then the third level gets, the full version of the music track, and then void levels have their own music. But
Yeah.
E-Dog says it's sort of jungle. It's sort of jungle, sort of beatcore, sort of drum and bass. Really, really nice.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of game music, check out Fat Bard. They're on Twitter. They're on all the things. Fat Bard is here in St. Louis, where Graphite Lab operates, and they've been buddies of ours for a long time. Did sound on Hive Jump with us and a lot of our other projects. So they're a great team, and we're appreciative of their support. But now the moment I've been waiting for, I've been holding back, not jumping into blue. But as you can see, the world's transition through these kind of color realms, and now having bested the void by getting the magic crystal at the end of Void 1, here I am now venturing into Blue 1, where there are some jammin' beats. So here we go.
We're in uncharted territory. This is for regular viewers of the stream, this is all new.
This is my quote for launching a game also. Well, that was terrifying. But it seems the power gem you found was able to ward off the void for now. I'm not so sure we're rid of it for good, but where have we traveled to now? Oh, how interesting. It seems we've arrived in the Blue Realm. It looks different since I was last here. Very industrial. Canon, Mr. Watch and Learn has been to Blue Realm before. All right, here we go. I wonder if I want to break it, but like, good. I was like, did we think about people trying to like sneak out of the world? But we have. Ooh, a polyhedron. I've never liked these things. Me neither. Ice cream, polyhedrons, way down here. Watching them too long makes me dizzy. Try not to touch them. They're quite dangerous. They always travel in circular motion. Good to know. Looping endlessly. Oh gosh.
I want to shout out Kat Johnson, who produces these streams. She did the dialogue for Mr. Watch and Learn.
Oh yeah, we should totally. You know what? I haven't given Kat near enough thanks and props. Behind the scenes, managing the streams, making sure our VODs get out, cutting clips, all kinds of sweet stuff. So thank you, Kat.
We would be a shambling mess on these streams without Kat. We would be here. The audio would be all over. We'd be like, can anyone hear us? What's happening? Like, the stream's down. What? Who? So
it would be John just yelling at me the whole time.
For taking care of us.
I'm nervous. Oh, there we go. See, like, look at this. I'm gonna die. That looks terrifying. How in the world would I jump through it? But not that way. Not that way. But with proper timing and a clever long jump, it makes the game almost
and
feel
that's
like
a great
it was...
example. That's a great example of like how the shards are kind of like their own difficulty pass, where it's like, okay, like this obstacle, one long jump. But if you want those shards in there, that makes things substantially more complicated.
For sure. Yeah, you can definitely make it harder on yourself in a good way by putting that kind of pressure on. Oh gosh, spikes to the face. Yeah.
Oh man.
Ooh, some bounce pads. An essential tool. I'm skipping through run and jump dialogue just to make sure we can get as much of the content in on the stream, but as you're playing through, it does add a lot of fun color just to have the Mr. Watch and Learn guide you through. Ooh, tricky. Long jump, double jump, bounce pad. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh gosh. Oh god. I feel like also my playthroughs, like those mobile game ads where they're like, oh my gosh, you bonehead, just press this button, it's so easy. That's what I hope my stream today does for all of you watching. It's like, I hope you have feelings of, whoa, I can do this way better. I better download this game and make and bring order to the realms of color, because Matt certainly can't. A breather. In chat, Blue World, I love doing decoration setup for this one. The pipe objects destroyed me.
Oh yeah. That's Cat. Cat also did a lot of decoration passes for a
sure.
number of these levels.
Gosh.
And so yeah, like there's like pipes and things in this world that are like one tile big. So in order to place like a big, like proper looking pipe path, you have to kind of paint like a bit like these things right here. Like you have to paint
Sure.
like there's like 100 pipe tiles or whatever.
Sure.
Well,
lots of gems.
But yeah, kind of the you know, as we're going through the realms of color, you know, this game gives each of the colors a theming, and you know, we went with kind of this industrial factory look for the blue realm, as opposed to violet, which is themed after like a nice, you know, friendly garden. And I'm not sure exactly what about the color blue like spoke to me as like industrial factory, but I do really like the look of Blue World. I think it came out looking really, really nice.
Yeah, I mean, it feels kind of clean. Like if we'd have gone with green or something, it always has a tendency to feel like, oh, green factory's got to be some sort of like, I don't know, man, like I don't know, poison comes to mind, right? But like this one has that kind of like cool, not like immediately threatening look to it, but yeah.
Yeah, like creative points out, yeah, like the electricity tech. I think there's kind of a steel, like a, you know, yeah, I don't know, something about
it's nice.
industry reads blue to me. And also, it looks like you're missing a number of the challenge rooms. So people who are watching at home, you know, if you're looking at this, you know, so far we haven't been doing super thorough playthroughs. So there's, you know, even if you play through this level again, there's lots more for you to go and discover for yourself.
For sure. I saw that coming. But
that was our first guardian enemy.
Those guys are sweet. The animation's so crisp and smooth. Yeah, I love those guys. And I've kind of been skipping the challenge rooms just because, one, it'll embarrass me further if I'm unsuccessful. Two, it gives players something to try out as they're going through it. And they're super fun. As a player, I typically would jump into those, so I may pop into one here in just a moment. But yeah, those challenge rooms are really nice and give a good break to the action. They're so clearly contained as like, all right, here's the thing you've got to get. That they really do kind of separate it from the general just progression platforming. Ooh, the first of our crush'ems.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good. It's got a good bass bump to it.
Yeah, the crush'ems are kind of unique compared to other we'll say similar enemies you might be thinking of in other games, but in that they anticipate your movements and try to interrupt your flow. So it's like you run towards a crush'em and they start coming down, and if you just keep going, odds are you'll get hit. So you kind of have to either stop or jump or perform some kind of evasive maneuver to get around them.
Oh gosh, that's not the way. That's the way. Oh, that's the way. I'm glad this is a very softly padded chair, because I'm throwing my head back in frustration like every 4 seconds, and it's just involuntary. I can't help myself. Oh gosh. Oh wait, that? Nope. That. Don't freak out, Raithel. That. Super chill, and Yahtzee. See?
There you go. No problem.
How hard was that, everybody? Oh, look at me. Oh, this feels good. Yahtzee,
and we
Yahtzee.
definitely use our shards like this as kind of guideposts. So
Totally.
if you are confused about, you know, a way to approach a problem in Mr. Run and Jump, like, you know, look to the shards, and you can kind of see how they paint a, you know, we try to paint the trail that you're supposed to follow in order to get through a challenge like that.
No, that's it. Okay. Leap, and oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, look at that. Who's the pro now? This guy.
Beautiful. Well done.
I take that back. I take it back. All right. Leap dash, jump dash. Oh man, look at that, how different that is. That's what, whoa, man, you sons of, but if you check it out, like, just dashing instead of leaping twice, like, it just puts your character in such a different spot that, man, I hope that, you know, anybody playing can appreciate kind of the depth there of just changing out a few of those commands, right? Hadouken and then Shoryuken is a very different experience for my Street Fighter fans in the house. J King says the dog is the true pro. Of course. Of course. Of course. Not me. I am not. What about this? Oh, what about... Not that. What about a little bit of this action? I really want to jump over his head. How about this? Nope. How about... Nope.
I think you're overthinking it.
I am not, John. Oh, I was. Yes. Download today, everybody. You can easily be better than me at this game. Call, like, subscribe. Smash that dislike button on my gameplay. And then play it yourself. Oh, my sweet crush 'em. This stream is PG, but the words in my brain are rated M for mature. What do I do? I can just jump here, right? He can't catch me. Yeah, oh yeah. Whoa, in the face.
There you go. There you go.
More shards here too. It appears. I almost sharded in my pants that last run.
Oh my god.
There's appears one power orb remains shattered in each area of the realms. It's all in the enunciation.
Classy stream.
This is yeah, I have 3 kids, man. I can tell dad jokes. I get 3 of them per stream. A walk-off action here, if I'm not mistaken. Double no. Yes.
Another one where, you know, follow that shard path.
Ramsey says hi from Brazil. Ramaises. Hello from St. Louis. We had a demo of Run and Jump in Brazil not too recently at the big festival. Did you get to see that? Hope so. Follow the shards, John says. Single jump, double jump. Follow the shards, he says. Fall
Here,
off.
Maybe Watch and Learn has something to tell you.
Maybe this tutorial guy that I put there for your purposes. Yes, I need some help, Watch and Learn. What'd you say? Yes. Oh, my blue guy. Run, fall. Oh, here we go. Where's my dive button? That's my dive button. Fall, dive, jump. Oh, Mr. Watch and Learn, my man. Very different, very distant from Sao Paulo. Okay, well, it's cool that you're in the chat. Have you downloaded the game yet or wish listed it? This guy scares me.
Whoa.
Bought on PS4. Awesome.
Beautiful.
I hope you enjoy on PS4. I'm excited to hear your thoughts and give it some kind words. We'd love to hear you know, thumbs up, fan reviews, that sort of thing on all platforms. So if you like what you see and what you play, let your friends and other gamer buddies know. We would appreciate it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
All right.
Oh, he's getting through it. It's a pretty big room here. I feel like if I take it slow, I won't be... There we go. Didn't want to lose that progress. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Right on the heels. Right on the heels.
Whoa.
Can't catch me. The gingerbread man over here. Ooh, I know. Eesh.
Now this is a tricky one.
Feeling it? Oh man, I know that would work.
Close.
Oh yeah, because you need jump, dash, jump, dash. Yeah.
Whew.
His name is not Gingerbread Man, but you don't know his lineage. We haven't revealed his backstory. Maybe he's got a little gingerbread person in him. Man, he's definitely got some pancake in him there. That's dad joke number 2.
If you were making a gingerbread man, he'd be run and jump would be easy to put together.
Right? Yeah.
Your snout.
Gingerbread skin. All right, I'm gonna go with the dive here.
A wise move.
I think it was the right solution, but right strategy, poor execution. That's the nickname for my stream. Right strategy, poor execution. All right, so keep this going. Hot, hot, hot. Ooh, nice. Was that only blue 1?
That was blue 2.
Blue 2. All right.
How you feeling?
Cracking them out.
How's the sweat situation?
I'm not showing you, man. I don't know. Honestly, playing this super calm. You know, the things that stress me out are not this. Traffic, ice cream late at night, you know, stuff like that.
You and ice cream, man, I'll tell you.
We have another comment. It's an amazing game. I haven't had much chance to play a lot yet because I'm a software engineer. Great, we are too, and work a lot. I dig it. Ask John how much he works. But I'm really enjoying what I've seen so far. It's truly incredible. The work is very well done. Man, that's great to hear. That's awesome. You know,
thank you very much.
Obviously, you know, love the game and have been working hard on it, but ultimately it's for players. So it's great to have that feedback. What I do wonder what the creators of the Blue Realm were planning to manufacture here. All these barrels, boxes, and bolts. Well, John, as creator of Blue Realm, what were you planning there, you devious tyrant?
You know, I mean, it's, you know, I describe Mr. Run and Jump as kind of the abstract, you know, spirit of platforming made manifest, you know, into a movable form, and I kind of feel that way about all the environments where, you know, it's a factory. It's just the you know, platonic ideal of a factory. What does it make? It's not really important. Like, the point is that, you know, it is a factory, you know. So
did you see that move, John? You proud of me? Putting my dash in between there?
That was beautiful.
Never do that. More advanced technique. Come on, Mr. Watch and Learn. I'm advanced already. Oh, scary.
Yeah, you know this one. Yeah, so this is the first time. Good. I think a lot of people will kind of feel this out.
Yeah.
But this is like, you know, we have these vertical surfaces in Mr. Run and Jump, and combining wall jumps and dives, you know, into the same surface, you can climb up.
Yeah.
Kind of sheer faces like this.
I am a Ninja Gaiden fan after all, and it feels very whoa, you know, like little wall jumpy from there. Ooh, right down the middle, little dash action. Oh, I know that's what's happening. Right here, right here. No, I need my double jump charged up. Get out of my way, you little sparkles. Oh. Right. Oh my, come on. Come on. Like a pro.
It's not how I would have gotten through there, but
you keep your piety to yourself, John, with your it's not, I would not have died 6 times, but good effort nonetheless.
No, I mean, you know, that's the thing. I think You know, there is always there's always a solution, right? Like, you know, if something seems kind of weird, uh, you know, it's a safe assumption to say, like, you know, there's something we've, you know, uh, more or less kind of something we're more or less kind of expecting the player to do, right? So, you know, just
Yeah.
if you get stuck, you know, people watching at home, you know, people get stuck, you know, just you know, it might take a number of tries, you know, but hopefully you'll be able to feel it out, you know. Try different things, try different jump strings. Remember, you can dive after a long jump, you know, things like that. Um,
Please,
well
anybody
done.
watching this stream, do not screenshot my face. Do not screenshot my grimaces. We will take down all the VODs. We will never produce new content. I've already been memeified by my team once. It was flattering, but also lives on in eternity.
Yeah.
Gosh, these
You're
guys.
talking about
My aliens. Yeah. My codename Scowslag. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, we're right there. Don't die. Mr. Run and Jump, slow down.
yeah, what was that? Scow slag? I forget that. I haven't
I
thought
can't-
about that in years.
I can't tell that story again. Artifice says too late. Oh, thank you. Stream's over. Matt's gone. I did not approve my likeness to be made a mockery of. Oh, my spikes. Oh, we got this. Look at that. Come on, crush him. You ain't got nothing on me.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Pro tip: if you're a fan like me, each of these little room areas is a bit of a checkpoint in and of itself. Yeah. So sometimes I will cower into a corridor and get that room transition, especially if I'm in like one of the bigger rooms. So, pro tip for
Yeah,
anyone that's
definitely.
curious.
And that's a great tip if you are collecting everything. If you're collecting the
For
shards,
sure.
you know, it's. I mean, that's the way to do it. You know, you gotta like, you'll collect a bunch of stuff, and then like, even if you step out to the previous room and step back in, like everything you did in that, you know, in that room will be saved. So.
I knew that was coming. Hey, why is the floor all cracked here? Why is this? I mean, there should be a sign that says, Matt, do not step here. Oh man, my doubles need to be... let's get my doubles going. What's just up there? Let's see. You. Nope, I don't want to spend my double. No, it's dead.
Almost had it.
Oh, can't. Keep your double to yourself. Go here. Go.
There you go. Yeah, that's another element of the game that we make good use of, is like, because you only get one double jump before you have to land and have it recharge again. So,
Yeah.
you know, when you deploy the double jump is kind of a tricky part of the game. That sometimes, like, you need
No problem.
to save it for very specific points,
Yeah.
just like in that room.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely a nuance that'll come in handy and be more important as you're playing later levels for sure. Ooh. I feel dangerous. Well, we've got 5 minutes left on this stream. We had to make this one a short one just as we're busy hyping up the game and doing some other things related to launch. I know we've got, do we have a raid target set up? Okay. We don't need to blow out just yet, but just want to make sure that was getting done. And this may be, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this stage before time runs out, but I'll do my best.
This
So
is the
John,
last room, so-
while I'm suffering through this room, you want to tell our fans where they can find Mr. Run and Jump on socials?
Yeah. Let's see. Us as a studio, we are at Graphite Lab on X.
Man, we're from St. Louis. It's Twitter to me.
It'll always be Twitter to me. We also have at Mr. Run and Jump on Twitter. We have a TikTok. We have two. We have is it just Mr. Run and Jump on TikTok? And then there's I'm Mr. Run and Jump on TikTok for some extra fun content from Mr. Run and Jump himself. Let's see. Game is available now. Game is up on Steam. It's up on Epic Game Store. It is up on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, One and Series. All the Xbox, should be covered. Nintendo Switch, great version of the game. And of course, Atari VCS. Ooh, well done.
Take that. Come on now.
Is it Ramesses, our Brazilian friend? What's the plans for the next game?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. For Run and Jump sequel. No, this is a good, actually, I think that's a fair question to talk about the 2600 version, which should be going on pre-order later this month. Oh.
Yeah, physical cartridges for the 2600 version. End of this month. I think it's like the last day of this month. Is it July 31st? Will go on sale for pre-order, and those are available for a limited time. So if anyone's interested in that, you kind of gotta.
We will be doing, instead of Graphite Lab, we'll do like Onyx Labs or something, and that'll be our rated M mature stream where I can just unleash a fury of bad words.
That's the thumbnail right there. It says Artifice.
Take that, you spikes. I do what I want. I do what I want in this game.
Wow. See, in Void levels, we also make the Void go slower. The Void will still get you when you're invincible because the game would break otherwise. But when you're invincible like that, it goes much slower. So it gives you a lot more time to, get through levels like this.
I take it as a compliment. Oh, come on, show. I take it as a. Oh my gosh, the Void. I can do it. We got 2 minutes. Come on, Matt, you can do it. This way, that way, this way.
There you go.
Oh man. The order of those dives are critical. This way, that way, this way. Oh man. It's my my speedrunner idol Arcus with his whoop and boop rhythms in Ninja Gaiden that are guiding me there. He always like talks through his rhythms and he's like, we need a swoop and boop and all this sort of thing. So so that's what I'm trying my best to do. Oh my gosh, that's all right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. I see you, buddy. You're not getting me. No, 1 minute. I can do it. I can beat the Void. For real. Oh my gosh, you are so mean. Let's do it. Come on, everybody. Oh, hey, I like that. Stay in the ball. Can I go back and forth in the ball? Oh, yes.
Hey, there you go.
What is this? What is this? I want to go home. I want to go home. It's 12. The stream is over. I failed everyone. No, come on.
A hint when you're, not for you because you already figured this out, but like when you're sliding on walls, you don't have to jump off of them. You can point the analog stick away. You can pull away from walls. Is another way you can get through this kind of narrow tunnel.
Who's right there? Yes. Swoop and boop, and this is gonna work, and I'm right on through. I died again. All right, man. Skulkins, get the deuce out of my way.
There you
Come on,
go.
it's got to be the end soon. Jumping crazy. You see that run? Oh, take that, Void.
What a way to end it. Wow. Beautiful.
Hooray! Hooray! I'm sure Yellow World would be easier. I'm sure the difficulty goes way down.
You little dicks.
I know, but
That was
I'm
great.
worried
I
about
wasn't sure
Yellow.
if you'd be able to get through Blue World on this stream.
Oh, look
I
who
was
you're talking to,
anticipating the worst.
Johnny. The pro himself.
Very
Uh,
indeed.
Not bad. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Artifice says that's a thumbnail right there. I'm not sure what you're referring to, but it better not be a screenshot of my face. Ramses, Rameses, please forgive me for butchering names. Congratulations again. I loved Combinera and loved Mrs. Run and Jump. Thank you so much. It's cool to hear that you guys are playing Combinera and Run and Jump. Check out other games on our site, and we will be eagerly working on the next thing for sure. But for today, we celebrate Run and Jump. Go buy the game, go tell your friends, follow us on social media, and now it's time for us to raid. So here we go. Thanks, everybody.
Take care. Have fun running.